Okay, classmates and professor, today I will be talking about why social media is detrimental to society. Okay, so let's get into the topic about what is social media. Social media is an online platform that enables users across the globe to create and share content as well as interact with others. Social media often includes websites, mobile apps, and these website and mobile apps gives you the chance to send text, photos, and videos. So today, social media has become deeply ingrained in our culture. It has drastically changed the way we communicate with one, share information, and connect with others. So, let's get into the negative culture of social media. So, studies have found that social media platforms like YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter are mainly associated with bullying and even being linked to depression and anxiety, as that's something they start to develop being on the apps. So there definitely has been a rise in mental health disorders among teens because majority of these social media platform users are teenagers and they're highly influenced by social acceptance, right? So a few insights on social media. So with social media, it's been prioritized quantity over quality of information, and it leads us to being bombarded with information, and most of it is actually misleading, and that's where false narratives come up and all of that bad stuff. So social media alone has impaired many people's ability to focus and pay attention, and we call that like having a short attention span, and they can't do anything without their phone in their hands. Or if you ever notice, an example is someone leaving a room, what they'll do to cope with that anxiety is they'll open their phone and they're literally not looking at anything, but their phone is making them feel safe as they get to look down and not look at people as they're leaving. Because normally when you leave somewhere, you should speak, let it be known that you are leaving the area. But yeah, so our technology is advancing every day, and the last thing we need to do as humans is become addicted to technology. And been on social media all day looking at someone's lifestyle can affect one's mental health as they begin to question why they're not doing as good in life. And the honest answer to that is because everyone's in a different time period of their life, and we all go through different things at different times. So one might reach his peak before you, but that doesn't mean you're not going to reach theirs. And oftentimes, looking at someone, following someone's content or keeping up with their life on social media, for instance, Instagram, you might see someone with a Lamborghini at the age of 22 from investing in stocks and staying with it, but they put themselves in that position to be able to do that, and they might flex that upon their media, their fan base, to let them know that they could do it too. But oftentimes they get the wrong message with them showing that, because they're like, well, I'm doing this and that, but it's not working for me. But they don't keep a positive mindset with the social media stuff, and they often compare themselves. And I like to think of comparisons as being the killer of all joy, and literally from addiction and mental health issues to jealousy and unhealthy comparisons. It's the only thing social media is really promoting, and it's definitely ruining our life. So let me get into the cons. A few points of why social media is detrimental, right? So it's one, having exposure to cyberbullying and online harassment. Now, mind you, this has been a problem before we were even on our phones with social media. This was a problem when these apps first started on the computers. It's been many suicides from cyberbullying because of this issue, and there's potential for addiction, and addiction on our phones only gives us negative impacts for our social health, our mental health. So one addiction one might face is pornography addiction, and they actually just banned pornography in Texas if you're not over the age of 18, because kids are starting to pick up on that's what they want to do in their free time when they're in their room alone